Hi, this is Jake Genocide, still alive and free in your screen, living the dream. Today is the first episode of the Vape Escape, which will be a series that I'm going to do where I talk about things that impact me greatly and current events, funny stuff, stuff like that, stuff that isn't mod reviews or strain reviews and stuff. And this first episode is probably going to be the deepest one, the one that's closest to my heart, and please stay tuned till the very end. Yeah, today we're going to talk about why I started smoking, why I quit smoking, and how to deal with loss. I want to say 13, at the very oldest 14, but I'm pretty sure it was 13, between 8th grade and freshman year. And basically I wanted to be cool, I wanted to look cool for my friends, because they all started smoking. I wanted to smoke too. A few years went by and started fighting a lot with my grandma. And my grandma raised me, for those who don't know. My mom passed away when I was 4, so my grandma ended up and then she smoked too, so we started staying up real late and talking about my mom, and that was really cool because we had something in common now, common ground, and we started to build a real strong relationship like we had when I was a kid again. That made me want to keep smoking in a way, which I can't put that on my grandma, that's on me, but yeah, that made me want to keep smoking. Another couple years went by and my grandma started getting sick and she had a stroke, and after that she made a promise to me and I made a promise to her that if one of us quit, we both would quit. And we both put it off for a few years. I just quit about 8 months ago, and I didn't tell my grandma right away because I wanted to make sure that I for real quit. Before that had happened, she went into a coma from insulin levels, and like her doctor had told her multiple times that she had to quit smoking and it was impacting her diabetes and her heart and this and that, and that's what made me want to quit, because I wanted my grandma to quit. So I didn't tell her. I wish I would have. And yeah, sorry. I wanted to make sure I really quit though. And the last time I saw my grandma, I went to visit my mom's grave, headstone with her, and that was when I told her that I had quit smoking, and that wasn't too long ago, just like a few months ago. I told her I quit. I showed her the mod, I showed her the vape. She seemed a little interested in it. She said it smelled really good, It sounded like it tastes better than cigarettes. But she didn't quit right away. A week ago today, my grandma went to the hospital and passed away of a heart attack because of her diabetes and complications from smoking. And now, when my grandma passed away, her insulin levels were really high, and they were dealing with that, and they were going to sedate her. And as they were dealing with her insulin levels, she had a heart attack from the plaque buildup. So who knows if quitting sooner, or quitting smoking a long time before, would have prevented it, but it's worth it to try. It's really worth it, because I feel so guilty that I didn't quit when we made that promise. I feel so guilty because I don't know, I feel like it didn't need to happen yet. but it just doesn't feel real. It's been a week and it still feels like the worst nightmare that I've ever had. And I don't wanna sulk anymore. I wanna get back to life and do the things I love to do, such as making these videos for you guys, but I also really want to make a difference. And the way I want to do this is through these social media platforms and stuff. Anything that I can figure out doing, I'm going to give a large portion of to the foundations that try to find ways to help diabetes. I'm going to be working on a strain of cannabis that has the terpene profiles that would help with diabetes. I've looked a lot into it for years, and there are a lot of terpenes that can help with diabetes. If anybody would like to help, the biggest thing you can do is subscribe and share this video with somebody. Also, what I wanted to talk about was the loss of a loved one. There's a few things that you have to keep in mind with this process. So, everybody's brain is different. Everybody's going to feel different emotions. Everyone's going to feel entirely different. Not everyone's going to want to talk about it like I do. And that's okay for everybody, you know. Everyone has to go through it differently in their own way, in their own time. And all you can really do is go on to the next day and know that life gets better, you know, and they wouldn't want you to just sit and wait and feel anxious, you know, like, I have real bad anxiety, so I feel like really anxious, like I'm waiting for my grandma to call me every day and waiting to go see her, you know, but I can't do that, so I just have to go to the next day, and that's all you can do is just keep going and know that they would be proud of you and just keep fighting, because life is a big fight. You just can't give up. Yeah, that's about all I have to say with this one. My hand check, Kangertech K-Box 200, the Doge V2, some smoothies. As you know, it wouldn't be the Vape Escape without at least some vaping, you know. Also, my email address is jakegenocide420@gmail.com. If anybody needs to talk about anything, if you're going through anything and you just need somebody to listen, somebody that you just don't know, email me. I'm always here, and I will always listen, and I will always respond. If you have anybody that's going through some tough times, share this video with them. If you know anybody that smokes that you really want to quit, share this video with them. Because, I don't know, I wouldn't want anybody to feel the way I'm feeling. You know, I wouldn't put this on my worst enemy. And it's really sad to think that this could have saved my grandma's life if she switched years before, when these first came out. But nobody knows for sure. Nobody can say. And that's why I also have to work on fighting diabetes, because that's a terrible disease and it takes people from their families. Just like smoking is a terrible disease that takes people from their families. Also, I'm going to put some information in the description about where to go to fight for vaping rights, because that is really important also to save people and to keep these around to save people. Thank you all for your time. You have no idea how much it means to me, and you know, a couple more vapes. I hope you're vaping along with me. I braided 3 strands of 26 gauge nichrome and made it look kind of like a roller coaster track. And wrapped it 6 times. Woo! The plumes! The best thing you can do is distract your mind. Make some awesome builds if you vape, you know? That's what I've been doing, just learning how to build. Talk to your family, your loved ones. Spend as much time with them as you can. Keep your mind occupied. Okay, so really the last thing I can say is thank you for any likes, views, or shares that you may do. Thanks for your subscribes, and see you next time with the Vape Escape. I'm going to try to do it every day. So, yep. Vape with me. Now, I personally, before I use these, I like to take these demon killers and add 1 extra wrap.